fellow deep thinkers. Welcome to Deeper Meaning Time. Today is going to be another episode on the Thinkers series. This will be episode 3. This will be episode 3 of the Thinkers series. And today is going to be short and sweet, just like I had planned to do with the Thinker series. It just gives you something to think about for your day, and hopefully something to think about into your future, into the next few days ahead, and hopefully it continues on and leads you toward a life of better understanding and a life of more knowledge and the will to find more knowledge, especially. And so today, the Thinker episode is what I'm going to leave you guys to think about is the fact that not everything in this world and in our universe is figured out. It's not figured out. Nobody really has at all the slightest clue of what's really going on around us. People like to believe that they have an idea. I like to believe that I have my own ideas. And there's scientists, there's philosophers, other deep thinkers, and people that do see more in the world than what's going on around us, and that's good. And that's the goal for today's episode is for you listeners to understand that possibly not everything that's going on around us is as it may seem. And I'll begin with the first thing I want you guys to think about, and that is the idea that gravity, and yeah, here I go, sound like a crazy guy, I'm sure. Gravity, what if gravity actually isn't gravity? And in my opinion, gravity is actually a descriptive word. It's not the name of a force which is applied downward. It's just a description of what happens in the presence of what I think could possibly be magnetism. In the simplest way to put it. And I'm not going to get deep into my theory and into other theories today, because I'm just going to save that for an actual episode. So today's goal is for you guys to understand that it's possible that science and the research that's gone on through the past century in regards to science or technology or mathematics, it could be wrong. It could be. There's plenty of proof and lots of evidence for the way things work and operate, and there's plenty of figures and numbers to prove these things, and that's fine and that's great. Yeah, and I believe that all the numbers and the figures that they've found out and have come to conclusions, and all the theories that have been proven and tested and reproven and retested, they all are true. And I want you guys to consider that the things that we have developed today are true and have come out of real and have come out of ideas that actually are grounded in science and in proven facts and in proven thoughts. But what if, and this is sort of just a what if, I mean, for me it's more than a what if, but possibly they've got it wrong. I mean, guys, let's think about it. It's 2018, okay? Sir Isaac Newton, the guy who coined the term gravity, basically, the guy who came to his senses that gravity was this force that acted upon things in a downward motion, hence the tree, or the apple falling from the tree. And that's cool. That's fine. But let's consider ourselves in his shoes for a minute. I like to consider myself in his shoes. Now, when I see an apple fall from a tree, I don't immediately go to, oh, there's a downward force that's pushing it down. I go to other thoughts such as, and this has to do with the fact that we have advanced so far into particle physics research and into the physics of the small, of the micro-sized. So when you then go and think about the apple, and you think about the properties and the water within the apple, and all the different particles that make up that apple, what if the apple is just sort of having a compare and contrast moment with the ground? And basically, let's say that the apple has X amount of particles in it, and those X amount contain a certain spin of magnetism, whether it be north or south. And let's say the ground, with all the particles, and let's dive even further, and let's go into the earth and the crust of the earth and the core of the earth. It's made of iron. The core of the earth is made of iron, guys. Lots of iron. And we know that iron is extremely magnetic. So let's go with the quick thought that the earth is north. And the particles in the apple are south. So what happens when the tree finally, the resistance is breaking, and the apple, it snaps, and the apple falls to the ground. And the man, Sir Isaac Newton, sitting there under the tree, thinking about what just happened, decides that we should call it gravity, and that it's a downward force. I don't know. You know, I have plenty of my own thoughts and my own theories that go along with this. And again, I'll get into more depth in the next episode. But I want to leave you guys with this today, with this thinker episode. What if everything that has been solved, quote unquote solved? What if it's not solved? What if it's not true? What if it's not proven? What if it's not factual? There could be millions of things that are just hidden in plain sight that we just don't understand. We don't see it. We don't think about it. Because maybe some of us can't think logically. What if those scientists didn't think logically? They were just thinking with the things that they were taught in school, that then trickles back down to simple understandings. When you go back to ancient philosophers, their ideas were simple. It was simple. Why can't we still have simple? Why is it so complex? And it is, in my opinion, that the complexity of the way that we consider our universe and our existence today is the reason that we don't see it as the way it is. We don't understand it because we believe it's too complex. It's not complex, guys. We are all capable of understanding what this existence is, how the universe works. I mean, we're all capable of it. We just need to think about it. Consider some possibilities. Maybe things we've been told and things that people have thought, maybe they're wrong. Maybe it's time to rewrite science. Maybe it's time to rewrite history. Guys, there's so many things wrong. From our history to science, to life. Things we don't understand, but things we can understand, if we all put a collective effort to understand it. So, today, guys, seriously, consider the fact that we haven't figured it all out. It's definitely possible, especially in my opinion. And guys, I'll be back with an episode actually on gravity and my thoughts on gravity and how I think gravity really truly works and how it operates in our universe. So guys, with every revolution of the earth, let's keep this discussion going, because that's what Deeper Meaning Time is all about. Exploring the endless thoughts and curiosities we have every day, and discovering all the deeper meanings time has to offer. My name's Evan. Thanks for listening.